Dan, a P7 result for you, at least some points on the table, but can you talk me through what was a pretty wild Miami race day?
Yeah, well, it all sort of panned out how I expected. You know, it was all chaotic, and we were sort of nailing our strategy. I started 15th, dropped straight to the back and tried to save. I had 4% more than quite a few people, I think. So that was going very well. And then the safety car and red flag sort of ruined that. So I had both my attack modes to take, and, with 4% more, I would have just driven past everyone. Who knows where I would have ended up, but probably better than 7th. But who knows, maybe not. Swings and roundabouts, a bit lucky, obviously, with people getting penalties in front. But, we had to do our bit, and I think we did. So I'm still a bit concerned about our mechanical race pace, though. The car is not great. It's very bad with the tyre, and so there's some stuff we need to look at and improve there. But yeah, overall to get some points is obviously good. Yeah, that's it really.
And onwards to Monaco, a circuit that I know you love racing at. Are you excited to have 2 opportunities to get yourself on the podium, or maybe even a cheeky race win?
Yeah, I'm normally pretty good there. Our car seems to be quite good in high grip tracks. I don't think there's been anywhere where we've had the fastest car or a car to challenge for podiums yet, and top 5 in terms of pace. But Monaco might be different. It's a very different surface to anywhere else. High grip but very smooth. So just have to see how our car reacts there. But I'm quite confident around there. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I love Monaco, so it'll be great.
Well, Jake, it's good to see you, fit and well after what was probably quite a scary shunt. Can you talk us through it?
Yeah, to be honest, it wasn't so scary. It was just very frustrating. I haven't even had a chance to see what damage the car is in yet, but I don't think it's particularly good, let's say it like that. The incident itself, honestly, I got hit in turn 8 in the corner before, and I got pushed wide. And there was a lot of congestion of cars on the inside line between turn 8 and turn 10, and the outside line was completely free. So I took it. I took a break late. I was comparing myself to Max. I was half a car length ahead of Max. And honestly, I thought that I was just racing with Max. So I left him space to the inside. And then we've just been in the stewards now for about 30 minutes. I think Seb was a bit ambitious to make it 3 wide on that kind of corner. That's my feeling.
Yeah. What was the outcome in the steward's office? Or?
It's still ongoing. We had to come into media pen, so they sent us away. But my gut feeling is they're going to say racing incident because there's a lot of arguing in there. Thankfully, they said I had nothing to do with it, so I was pretty much ruled out quite early on. And it's just a question mark of whether Max or Seb could have avoided it. But from my side, I think it's quite risky to make that 3 wide.
Yeah. And in terms of pace of the car, it looked like you had been struggling quite a lot throughout today. Where do you think that pace has gone compared to somewhere like Jeddah? Obviously, I know they're quite different circuits and different track surfaces.
Yeah, understanding tyres is a big thing for us. I think it's the lowest grip we've had so far this season. And I think that showed. I think, to be honest, all 4 Stellantis cars struggled all weekend. Stoff managed to find the window for 1 lap. But as you saw in the duels, then he said exactly the same problem again, like we've been struggling with all weekend with tyres. So, there's me and the Penske car starting at the back. But to be honest, even considering that, obviously we know in this kind of race that qualifying is not the be-all and end-all. And honestly, I was on for a very, very strong result in that race. I was very good on energy. I was very up on pretty much everyone around me. Still with a lot to do, still with a second attack mode to take. So it's just frustrating because even despite a weekend where we were slow, I think we were on for double figure point score.
Well, hopefully you can take that to double header in Monaco. Big race for the team, of course.
Yeah, it feels pretty cool saying we got a home race in Monaco. I can't really say that, can I, unless it's the Birmingham Super Prix coming back.
We'll campaign for it now.
Yeah, I think that should be an option for us, actually. No, I think, obviously it's a double header as well. I know some people think it should be one race only, and I get that point, but to be honest, for me, if the more we get to drive that track, the better, really. So I'm really looking forward to it. As you say, home race for the team. And hopefully, it's higher grip, a lot higher than here, so hopefully we're back on form.
Pascal, congratulations, another victory for you. Can we start by talking about this medal around your neck? You said it's quite heavy.
It's very heavy. I have high hopes that it's real gold. It would make my day even sweeter.
Another victory, as I said, for you this season. Obviously, that's got to feel good. What was your experience like driving this Miami circuit? It's obviously quite unique compared to some of the other places we've been to.
Yeah, it's not an easy track, especially for the car. It's destroying the car quite a lot, going into the banking in the last corner. The layout of the track allows to go a bit off track in some places, and yeah, it puts a lot of dirt on track. That's what happened to me in qualifying. Just the car I had went super wide in one corner, put all the dirt on track, and ruined my lap. I was purple otherwise on up to then, so I enjoy the challenge of a street circuit and of the risk and the reward of being very precise and close to the walls, and if you overdo it, it's done. I don't like it if you can take basically too much risk and you ruin someone else's lap, for example. In the race it was super tricky. We knew that there's a lot of energy saving required on this track, but then on top you had this other thing, which is the dirt. Sometimes I just didn't see anything on the exit. It was full of dust, and yeah, got lucky in the end with the safety car. We had the right strategy, but like I said, I really think we had enough bad luck this season that at one point it's also fine if we are a bit lucky.
And quickly from me, how aware were you of the situation with Norman? Obviously he got you just there at the line, but I guess you knew that he was going to get those penalties.
Yeah, I knew. So my team told me already the lap before that the 3 cars behind are on another lap of attack mode, but they need to slow down something like 30 seconds. So don't make any silly things. Still, I tried to defend my position, and I wanted to finish first over the line, but it was not possible. Like, I didn't have enough traction and power out of the last corner, so he got me on the run to the line, but yeah, the outcome would have been the same.
Right, Edo, well, congratulations, a P5 finish for you. How would you summarise this Miami race day?
Difficult. In general, this race weekend was not an easy one. We came here with actually quite some stuff to test on the car, and not everything went perfectly. So we were a little bit on the back foot. Already in quali, I was a bit frustrated because I felt that there was more performance in the car, and this race was also quite difficult. There were a lot of things to manage, from tire degradations to battery efficiency and also temperatures. So quite a difficult race. On top of that, we had some safety cars and red flags at the end. But I must say that up until the last red flag, I think that things were looking actually pretty okay.
Yeah, and we even had teammate Nick up the front at certain points as well. So yeah, I think promising pace from you guys, and something that will hopefully be promising heading to a double header in Monaco. Are you excited for that one?
Definitely, Monaco is always one of the highlights of our championship. And as you rightly said, we are showing like more and more competitiveness every race weekend. So if we can unlock even more performance in Monaco, that would be great.
Yeah, well, hopefully a podium's not too far off. Thank you, Edo.
Thank you.
So António, P3 for you, another podium, but I guess maybe slightly bittersweet considering what could have been.
It's just bitter, not really sweet. No, I'll be angry for a few hours, but you guys know me, it doesn't last very long. Thanks, buddy. It doesn't last very long, so yeah, it's just frustrating because I really think we executed an amazing race. Amazing, right? Everything we spoke about, everything we planned, we could do. And that doesn't, these days, these races don't happen so often, It was going to be a very dominant win. When we pulled the trigger there, very, very quickly we opened that gap, and yeah, it's just frustrating when that red flag came. And the red flag, I need to have a look because I don't think it was justified. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think it was justified because if we had like a 3 or 4 lap safety car, I would have been able to win the race because the other guys wouldn't been able to use the attack. So the red flag for me, I need to go and have a look, but it didn't look like, nobody was upside down, nobody was injured, there was no ambulances, there was no nothing. It's just we could cut that chicane with the crane to come and take the car away. So yeah, let's see what. Yeah, I mean it's just frustrating because the second win I lose this year. Mexico's like this, here's like this, and yeah. Then Jeddah I got hit from behind 2 times, so I don't know what I've done wrong. I don't believe in luck. If we speak about around the paddock, everyone thinks luck owes them a lot. So luck's a very busy person or thing. So we just got to keep doing our thing, and it'll come.
Yeah, and Miami, obviously a new circuit this weekend. How have you enjoyed that that experience of getting to grips with a new track?
It was fun. I always enjoy coming to new tracks. It makes the homework very, very important, and I think we do that well as a team. And yeah, we showed that. We were quick every session. Car was very competitive, and we had 2 cars on the podium.
Lucas de Grassi, what a lovely surprise to see you back on the Formula E podium. How's it feeling?
Feels great. It's almost like a miracle. I said on the radio, like a miracle in Miami. Although when you look at the actual result, we've been quick in FP2 today. We've been quick in qualifying, and then in the race we were in the right moment, in the right time. And a bit lucky, but I take it because I've been unlucky so many times in the last 2 years that luck sometimes need to change. And today was the day, in front of my family, in front of the new owner of Lola, Till, in front of everybody. So it gives a massive boost for us to continue fighting.
I heard you saying your son wasn't too pleased. You sprayed him with champagne.
Yeah, I said hopefully you don't get used to it.
Yeah. And you kind of touched upon in the press conference that it's quite an emotional thing. You know, you've been in Formula E obviously all this time. You've had a car that hasn't, represented how good you are over the last few seasons. It must be, really special to have this moment.
Yes. So I have been now 3 years in a car which is not competitive. Mahindra first year, the team was just changing CEO, was a chaos to make the first year of Gen 3. I scored the podium in the first race. And then after that we struggled for 2 years because also in Abt was with the Mahindra powertrain. And then we started this Lola project. Also, it's very hard to start a project from zero. So we had a lot of, the first 4 races, I had 4 critical problems that pretty much didn't allow me to finish the race. So I was like, it's extremely, you need to have a lot of discipline to be able to continue the work and continue to push when you have bad results. When you have good results, it's very easy, right? But when you have bad results, to go back home, keep the focus, keep the head down, and keep doing the work that you know that is at one point it's gonna pay off. It's hard because you work, it doesn't, and then you work again, it doesn't pay off again, and then you keep working until it pays off. And today was the day it paid off, so I'm very happy.
And there's a lot of talk about Taylor Barnard, obviously, this rookie that's come in and setting all of these records. But how much do you think your experience played a part in the result today?
Honestly, not that much, because it's a new track for everybody.
Yeah.
So the race, everybody knows how to race. Everybody knows how to race the Gen 3 car. Nobody knows how to race in this track. So I don't think my experience play a big part. I think it's just a matter of, again, the performance of the team, of the car, the strategy, the right calls in the right moment, a bit of luck, and the podium was there.